everybody. First, I'd like to thank Denny for his time today. If you have any questions, use the raised hand function in the chat, or you can send a message in the chat and I will get to everyone as best as I can. We can start with Casey Johnson when he's ready.
Deni, thanks for doing this. Appreciate your time today. I'm curious what kind of contact, if any, you've had with the Bulls and your overall general thoughts on their roster if you were to land in Chicago.
First of all, I think Chicago is a good team, good young team with a lot of potential. I don't really listen. If Chicago is interested, I'm down. I mean, I'm gonna work as hard as I can, and I'm gonna do the best as I can for the team to be successful and to win. So that's about it.
Thank you.
Rick Bunnell, when you're ready.
Hey, Deni, how are you? The Hornets have made it really clear that they need more skill at the wing positions. I was curious how familiar you are with their situation, and also if you've had any interaction with them yet.
I didn't have interaction with him yet. I don't really know what their situation, but if they're interested in a wing or a player and they think I'm the right guy, I will make sure that I'm gonna play as best as I can and help to close and help to get what they need and what are they missing in their team to be a good team and a good winning team. So,
What positions do you think you fit well in at the NBA level?
honestly, I can play 1 through 4, but it's not about me. It's about what the team really needs, and what the team really and what the coach really wanted me to play. I'll play and I'll do the best I can. I have some noise.
Yeah, if you can, if you can mute your mic just while questions are asked, that'd be great. Then if you're done answering, or you can keep going. Are you done with answering the question? And we can move on to the next one.
Yeah, I'll answer the question.
Okay, great. Ferdinand Rivera, when you're ready.
Hey, Deni from Puerto Rico. How do you feel being compared to Luka Doncic, and have you communicated with the Warriors? How will you fit in with that team?
First of all, I think what Luka did and what he's doing right now is great. I think he's a great player. We came from the same league basically, and I understand why people see familiar things. I just want to make it clear that he's a great player and he has his own path and skills, and I have my own path and skills, and I have my own abilities, the goods and the bads, and I just want to be the best Deni Avdija I can be, and I just don't want to be compared to anybody. That's about it. About the Warriors, I didn't contact yet, but listen, it's the NBA, and I'm excited for every team I'm gonna talk to. It's a dream come true, and I'll be down to play wherever.
What teams have shown interest in you?
I don't really know. I'm not focusing on that. I'm just focusing on working for now and preparing for the next level and the next step of my career. And each team who's gonna draft me gonna get the best of me, and that's about it.
Thank you.
Next question's from Alder Almo, when you're ready.
Hi, Deni. Thanks for doing this.
Who's gonna?
Yeah. Have you talked to the Knicks, and what do you think of the organization and the changes they've done in their roster?
I just want to make it clear for everybody, I didn't contact any team yet. I mean, the Knicks are an NBA organization, a good young NBA organization, and I'm saying I don't really mind to join any team. I'm super excited to take my game to the next level, and I'm gonna work the hardest I can in any team.
Thank
So that's about it. You're welcome.
Next up is Alan Guillot.
Hello, Deni. Was able to see you last summer at the U20 playing against France. I just wanted to ask you, you played FIBA, you played EuroLeague, you played domestic league even this summer 2020 with different roles in each of those teams. How those experiences can help you in your transition to the NBA, you think?
I think those situations were great for me. I think I played with a lot of ex-NBA guys, a lot of very experienced players who've been in the NBA, who've been all around Europe. I mean, the EuroLeague is the second best league in the world. I'm glad I had the opportunity to play in this level and to have experience. Let's not forget all of those teams we did really good. So this year we were top 8 of the EuroLeague. Of course, with Israel, we won back-to-back gold medal under 20, and I had the opportunity to play in the biggest stages before the NBA. So I think it's really an advantage for me.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was great seeing you there.
Next up, when you're ready, Heitor Fassini. Heitor, are you there?
Hi, Deni. Which current NBA player do you use as inspiration to develop your game? And which NBA player from the past do you use as inspiration?
First of all, and generally, I like to watch the NBA. I don't look at any specific player that inspires me. I just love to see the game and the situations the player goes on and to see what they do good and what they do bad and what I can learn from this. And that's basically what I'm looking at when I'm in the NBA. But I don't have any special inspiration player I look on. Again, I just wanna have my special game and my special abilities of my own, and I'm just learning from the NBA in general, but not from a specific player.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Next up, Tom Orsborn, when you're ready.
Danny, I cover the Spurs, and I'm wondering, as an international player, what is your mindset about what they've done with so many guys from so many different countries and the role that Greg Popovich and R.C. Buford have had in making the NBA a more international game?
I think it's great. I think it's great that the NBA gives opportunities to all over the world players coming in, and it's really beautiful to see a lot of guys in a lot of different countries have a basketball mentality and basketball skill-wise. Everybody has their own skill set, and I think it's very important to have NBA as a global game, to have different kind of players. But yeah, they're a great organization who did a lot of great things with overseas players, and I mean that's about it. I mean, yeah, they're a great organization.
Have you heard from them yet?
I don't hear it. What'd you say again?
Have you heard from anyone with the Spurs yet? Have they interviewed you?
No, didn't hear from you.
How about defensively? Where do you think you are right now as a defender?
As a defender,
Yes,
I think I made a big improvements on my defensive skills. I'm way far from being perfect. And that's what I like about it. I like to learn every day something new and improve every day. And I think I'm gonna work as hard as I can to make my game as good as anybody in the NBA. So I'm excited. I'm humble. I'm ready to work, and I just like to see myself improving.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. If we could try to limit to one question.
Ready to work, and I just like to see myself improving.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. If we could try to limit to one question, that would be great. But
Advice that you've gotten from guys like Omri Caspi and Amari Stoudemire. What sort of advice have they given you to make your dreams in the NBA a reality?
I mean, they give me a lot of advices, but I'm a player who asks a lot of questions. So sometimes after games, they will like say, "Oh, Deni, like there's too many questions." But I mean, they really respect me and give me all the answers all the time. And I'm very interested of what was there, and I was very curious. So I asked a lot of questions and for me to have those players who played a great career in the NBA have my back and say the things they have gone through in the NBA helped me a lot to understand what's going on. And I think it was a big advantage of me and a lot to understand what's going on. And I think it was a big advantage of me and it was great time spending with them.
Thanks, Phil. Deni, I just want to ask you, what does it feel like to possibly become the highest drafted Jewish player in history?
I mean, it's exciting. I mean, every time that you can make like history or any kind of good thing to represent the Jewish community in the state of Israel, I mean that's an honor for me. To have my Jewish community in Israel got my back, and I'm just gonna try to do the best I can to make everybody proud, and I mean that's exciting.
Christos Saltos, when you're ready.
Hello, Deni.
Hello.
Congratulations about your career with Maccabi in your next step on NBA. You collaborate with Coach Feropoulos, Yannis Feropoulos.
Yes.
How helped
Yes.
you to involve your game, and what advice give you about your next step? And also, how imagine yourself on NBA from 5 or 10 years from now?
First of all, Coach Feropoulos helped me a lot. At the beginning, I didn't have I didn't play a lot, but he always pushed me and always tried to, and he always believed in me to be a good player and a good fit for the team. So he was always positive about me. He always pushed me in practices and games. He tried to give me the right stage to do it. And I'm really glad I had that coach around me who gave me this confidence, and a lot of things I did is because of him. Yeah, so I really enjoyed the whole coaching staff in Maccabi this year was great. I'm really gonna miss him, but about like 5-10 years from now, I hope I'm gonna be the best Deni Avdija I can be. I hope I'm gonna max my potential and be a good NBA player.
Francois Debian Philippe, when you're ready.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you, Deni, for taking the time to talk to us.
Of course.
You or your public relation team just posted on Instagram that you love to watch your games as soon as you get home. Talking about that, what do you think are the biggest improvements you can do on your game arriving at the next level in the NBA?
Sorry, that was my end. No worries.
Oh, that's good. First of all, I love to watch film. I think I'm learning a lot from film, and I always watching my games. I'm making sure that one of the coaches cuts videos for me and let me see those see those mistakes. I mean, I have a lot of things to improve, and that's what I like about playing basketball and about myself. I like to see myself improving. I like to see myself not doing all the time great things, because I can improve them and I can be better in them, and I have time in the progress to improve. I'm working very hard and progress to improve. I'm working very hard and I'm trying to improve every aspect of my game because I'm basically really like to work on about any aspect of the game, and that's what I do. That's what I do. I work hard, and I hope to see myself improving.
Thank you, Deni, and good luck.
Thank you.
Next up, Dwayne Rankin, when you're ready.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I just wanted just to ask, as far as, coming into the league, what do you feel like there's things you can bring to an NBA team right away?
First of all, I'm gonna bring what the team needs and wants me to bring. Bring energy. I think I'm a very positive person. I think I'm a good teammate, and other than that, all the things around that's gonna come through the years, and what the coach want me to do. But like the major things that I can bring is good chemistry, um, um, good chemistry, to have a good vibe around the team, and whatever comes after comes after.
Has Amari told you anything? What has Amari told you about the Suns? Has he given you any word? Has he talked with you about them at all?
Can you repeat that question? I didn't hear you quite good.
I was saying, has Amari talked with you about the Phoenix Suns? Has he given you any kind of insight? Because obviously he was a major star there. Have you guys even talked Suns and your thoughts on the Suns?
No, Amari didn't talk about specific teams. He just talked his experience through the NBA.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Rob Schaefer, when you're ready.
Hey, Deni. Thanks for giving us your time. We appreciate it. I'm curious, in terms of your development and the growth of your game, how has playing at a club like Maccabi, obviously world class in terms of expectations and talent, and being in a professional league and everything along those lines, how have all those things impacted your development as you've kind of sought to carve out your role within that context?
I think it developed me very much. I think I played with grown men who had some of them had a good NBA career. They played in a lot of places. They experienced a lot of things, and I think at the beginning they had a lot of expectations. You know, we have a very we have a lot of expectations around our team. And at the beginning, as a young guy, it was kind of a lot of pressure. But as the time progressed, that pressure became a good thing. It helped me go into hard situations that I can meet in the future. And I think it's a great advantage and a great thing. It happened to me. I'm very glad I was in that situation in this specific team.
And for people unfamiliar with your game, you've talked about what you can bring from a chemistry standpoint. On the floor, what are kind of the strengths of your game, the things that you feel comfortable doing, and things that you need to work on maybe too as you jump to the NBA level?
I don't really like to talk about my game. It's just me. I don't really like to talk about my game. I'm just trying to do what's best for the team in that specific moment, and just try to
of your game, the things that you
I can meet in the future. And I think it's a great advantage and a great thing. It happened to me. I'm very glad I was in that situation in this specific team.
And for people unfamiliar with your game, you've talked about what you can bring from a chemistry standpoint. On the floor, what are kind of the strengths of your game, the things that you feel comfortable doing, and things that you need to work on maybe too as you jump to the NBA level?
I don't really like to talk about my game. It's just me. I don't really like to talk about my game. I'm just trying to do what's best for the team in that specific moment, and just try to win. At the end of the game, I like to win. I love to win. It's really hard for me to lose, and I'm gonna do whatever I can. I'll give my 100% every night to win, and I mean that's about it. I mean, I need to work on a lot of things and improve a lot of things, and I'm doing it, and I'm working very hard. But I don't really like to talk about my game.
Gotcha. Well, thank you, and best of luck with everything.
Thank you.
Next question's from Jeff Garcia.
Hello, Deni. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. There's a photo of you floating out there on the internet when you were at the Basketball Without Borders program and you had a chance to meet Spurs Greg Popovich. If you could remember that far back, how was that meeting and what was it like to meet a guy who's helping pioneer foreign players come to the NBA?
I think that's the first NBA coach I've seen in person. I remember it was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. It was the first time I was on that kind of stage, so it was kind of exciting for me. I mean, Greg Popovich he's a great coach. He's been many years in the NBA, and yeah, that photo still sits there, and I look at it sometimes, getting some memories. So that's cool. That's a cool picture.
Hopefully Phil doesn't bite my head off, but can you imagine playing for Popovich and that team?
I mean, the Spurs are a great organization. I mean, wherever I go, I'm grateful and I'm blessed. But yeah, it will be funny for sure.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Jeroen Weitzman, when you're ready.
Hey, Danny. You shot much better when you came back, at least the beginning, when you came back after the break. I was curious if there was anything specific you switched in your shot or changed that led to that.
I want to talk about my shot. I think a lot of guys who are not in the team, who are not in basketball, don't understand some things about the shot. The shot is not always about your technique. I think my technique is good. I just think that people don't see the surroundings. So people forget that I was young. I was going through a team with a lot of experience, with a lot of pressure, with a lot of fans every night. I played several kind of minutes, sometimes less, sometimes more. Sometimes there's more pressure. So it was kind of ups and downs in the shot, and it also refers to what's going on around. But I think towards the end, I felt very comfortable in the team, and that's the main reason why I think I shot better. I think my confidence raised, and I felt better, and the guys made me feel better. I think my technique, I can shoot. I'm a great shooter. I don't think about the same shot. I always think about the next shot. And I mean, if I couldn't shoot, I won't shoot threes. But as long as I shoot, I'm confident, and I'm trying to make every shot I can.
Thanks, Danny.
You're welcome.
Next up, and pardon my pronunciation, Dimitris Papoulos, when you're ready. Dimitris, you there?
Hello. Deni, hello. I came from Greece. Tell me something. It was difficult to make Coach Feropoulos trust you in order to give you the opportunity to grow as a player at such a young age.
I mean, it wasn't hard, but it took some time because Maccabi is a winning club. They like to win, and maybe 1 year ago I wasn't that ready to play that level, but Coach Paropoulos made sure that I was progressing, and he slowly got me in there in that level I need to play in. And as soon as I proved him that I can play in this level, he believed in me. He believed in me from the beginning. But I mean, for a young guy like me to go on that level wasn't that easy to fit me in the beginning. But he did. I think he did a great job of trusting me and doing it slowly and progress.
Tell me about Vasilis Geragiotelis and Tyler Dorsey, your relationship with these two guys.
My relationship with those two guys were great. First of all, me and Vasilis were very close. He used to help me a lot with my game. We were saying hello all the time. We were hugging all the time. We had great relationship between us. I'm very good friends with his kids, so also it's cool. And I mean, Tyler is a great player. We had also a good relationship on and off the court. We had good chemistry together. And, you know, he was in the NBA too. I asked him a lot of questions on the NBA. And that's about it. I mean, we had a great relationship with all the team this year.
Danny, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Keelan Olson, when you're ready.
Hey, Deni. Dragan Bender had a very similar path to you, starting at Maccabi and then becoming a top 5 pick in the NBA. Hopefully the same for you, of course. Have you had any conversations with him? And if you have or if you haven't, just what you can take away from a guy who only a couple of years ago went from Maccabi to a top 5, top 10 pick?
I didn't have any conversation with him yet. We had the same coach coached us, Veliko Perovic. He used to coach us from a young age. Bender is a great player. I think that he joined Maccabi. That's great for Maccabi, and I think he's going to do a lot of good things. I just wish him the best for his rest of his career, and that's about it.
Evan Damerel, when you're ready.
Hey, Danny. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome.
Let's say the Cleveland Cavaliers selected you with the 5th pick of the draft. How do you feel you would fit with their roster in terms of their young players and some of their veterans that they have in tow?
The Cleveland Cavaliers is a very good organization. A lot of young, good players in that roster. I'm saying I'm gonna adjust myself to any situation, to any organization that's gonna choose me and believe in me. I'm gonna give all I got. So yeah.
Perfect. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, the last handful. Richard Harris, when you're ready. Richard, are you there?
I'm here. I'm sorry. I was just unmuting. Hey, Deni.
You got the mic on.
Yeah. How you doing? A lot of people have asked questions I was already going to ask, and one thing I would like to comment on is I think of all the prospects in this class, your diversity and versatility is impressive. There's nothing to me that you can't really do on the court. Having said that, the one curiosity I have, and I didn't intend to ask this, but like I said, everybody else stole my questions, is your three-point shooting percentage often doesn't match your foul shooting percentage. And as you mentioned, your shot, looks clean. It looks pure. Do you have any idea why you don't, break that 70% mark or maybe even a little higher that would match up with your three-point percentage?
You truly saying some true things. I think it's a matter of time, and I think it's a matter of the head. I think I can shoot even above 70%.
Right.
I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there, and if it's gonna take me to stay until 12 at night after practice to make a 3,000 to get above that 70%, I'll do that. And I think I improved my free throws after the Corona too, and I'm gonna be humble and keep doing that until I get my goals.
All right, thank you very much, and good luck.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Next question is from Chris Fedor.
Hey, Deni, thanks for doing this, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You've mentioned the conversations that you've had with a lot of the former NBA guys that you've played with. I'm curious what specifically they have said to you about how different the NBA is versus the Euro League.
They said a lot of faster pace, maybe wider spacing. Mostly those things. They talked about like fast pace and wider spacing. A lot of traveling. The basic stuff. I don't remember everything, but because I asked a lot of questions, but those are the main things they talked about.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Moving on, and again, apologies for pronunciation, but Yas Kang, when you're ready.
Hey, Deni. Looking forward to seeing you in the league next year. From a Warriors perspective, they're in a bit of a different mold, I would say, than some of the other teams with high picks and the fact that they're a championship contender. How would you think you would fit in with a roster like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, Draymond Green there in the Bay Area?
I think this team is a great team with a lot of great guys, a lot of good all-star players who I can learn from. I think it's a great experience. I mean, I'm excited wherever I go to be a championship contender. That's a great opportunity and great situation. But for me, I just want to be to develop myself to be at the best possible place for me. And that's about it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Juan Estevez, when you're ready.
Hey, Danny. I'm curious. The finals are about to start tonight. Do you have any favorite for the series, and how do you see it playing out?
I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see. There's a lot of good matchups between there. I mean, LeBron heading to his to another final, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, they're good matchup teams. They're very good competitors, both teams. Very good coaches with both teams. So I'm curious to see what's gonna happen. I don't know. We'll see what's gonna happen.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Deni's been very generous with his time, so just a couple of more. Ian Bagley, when you're ready.
Deni, thank you for doing this. I know a couple of people had asked about your NBA teammates over there, just specific to Amari. Do you remember one thing that you asked him that you feel like you're going to be able to use in the NBA, and what was he like as a teammate?
Let me think about one question I asked. I asked Amari about. I think I asked him how is it to play with Steve Nash, because you have a Hall of Fame point guard around you and like all his passes and stuff like, and he said it was great. I think he said it was one of his best point guard he played with, and Amari as a teammate was great. Great man. Have a lot of patience to young guys. Really wants the young guys to improve. I was with great relationship with him. He's a great friend of mine. I learned from him a lot this season. I'm glad he came to Maccabi, and I'm glad I had the opportunity to learn from him.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Lillian Boudron, when you're ready.
Hi, Deni.
Hi.
We have seen you post a lot of video of your workouts on social media. So what's that part of the process about NBA teams, and what is your relationship with social media?
My relationship with social media. I'm not a big social media. I think I only have Instagram and Facebook. I try to use the Instagram to post some basketball sometimes or some pictures for my friends, but I don't really spend a lot of time on Instagram. I just give people some taste of me working or my lifestyle sometimes. I mean, I'm just excited to have this journey, and I want to share it with my friends, for him to be with me in that path. So that's about it.
Thank you.
Just two more. Sam Smith, when you're ready.
Thanks. Someone earlier mentioned the comparison, of course, Luka Doncic, but in the NBA now, it's common for non-traditional point guard players. We've seen in the playoffs, Donovan Mitchell, Jamal Murray, of course, being able to run offense through and essentially be the facilitator. Is that the kind of player you are?
I'm gonna be ready to play that role if the team needs me to do that and the coach wants me to do that. I'll be ready and I'll work the best I can to be a great facilitator. But again, I don't decide that. I'm just there to help the team win and to win. At the end of the game, in the end of the day, you need to do your part as best as you can, and have the team win and be good on the court.
Thanks.
Last question, Mike Vorkunov, when you're ready.
Hi, Deni. I just had a question for you. I know you said you don't like to talk about your game, but I'm just wondering, which players do you like to watch film or highlights of to try to get a feel for them, and how would you like to emulate them on the court eventually in the NBA?
I like to watch highlights, but it doesn't mean that I want to add those things to my game, because I'm not that type of player. I mean, sometimes I'll see a center. Sometimes I'll see a center highlights who is not like in my type of game. So I won't like try to add it to my game. I just enjoy watching it, enjoy to see how he reads the game. But I like to watch a lot of guys. I mean, from all the Europeans in the NBA to see how they fit and how they fit the European style in the NBA. That's basically what I like to see.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Deni, for your time. You're very generous with it today.
Thank you, guys. I had fun.
Thanks, everyone, for joining, and enjoy the rest of your day.